Hey y'all, how you doing? I'm Valerie and I garden in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains in Zone 6B. And today is day 19 of my Seed Marathon Seed a Day Challenge. And today I'm going to plant this Coleus that I got in a seed swap. And it is pelleted seed. It's a rainbow mix. And let's see, the seed is from 2023. And with pelleted seed, your germination rate goes down a lot quicker than it does with non-pelleted seed. So I'm not sure how the germination is going to be, but there's two of these packages they sent me in this seed envelope. Because I got this in a seed swap. I'm not sure if I just said that or not. I also have some of this Black Dragon Coleus that I saved from my own plant, so I'm going to be sowing that as well. Gotta find my tags. Because I do have tags made already. Coleus, rainbow mix, and maybe I don't have one for the Black Dragon. Let's see. Oops. I don't think I've actually got one for the Black Dragon, so I'm going to go ahead and make one of those tags real quick. From my understanding, the Black Dragon Coleus is an F1 hybrid, so it might not come out true to the parent. However, last year, it was the only Coleus that I planted, so it had to have germinated, or it had to have bred with itself. So I think there's a good likelihood that it will be similar to what I grew. I've grown Coleus from seed, but I haven't really studied the genetics, so I don't know how likely they are to revert or to take on different characteristics. Let's move this aside. Since there's so many seeds in here, I'm just going to mass sow the rainbow mix Coleus in this. I'm going to fill it up with soil. I'm going to broadcast the seeds over the top and then put some vermiculite on. That way, because there's a ton of seeds in here, I could end up with hundreds of Coleus, or I could only end up with a few depending on whether the seed's still good or not. My soil bucket's getting low and all the rest of my soil is outside under snow. I don't think the snow has been around long enough for them to actually be frozen together where I can't get to them. It's just kind of inconvenient. So hopefully I can get the next several rounds of seeds done over the next couple of days without running out of soil. It's supposed to warm back up, I want to say tomorrow, but this snow will still be here because this time of year, the sun doesn't hit every single part of my yard the way it does in the summer. In the summer, it's direct. The whole part of this area gets hit with direct full-on sun. But this time of year, since the sun is back there in that part of the horizon, there's a lot of part that's shaded. So unless we get a really good rain, most of the snow is going to stick around for a few days, even after it gets warm enough for it to not have any snow, or for it to not snow anymore. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm sure that if you live in a place that gets snow, you understand what I'm saying. It can be 70 degrees outside and I still have several inches of snow that hasn't melted if the sun doesn't hit the area right. Now, it may melt around my greenhouse before then, or it may not. It all depends on where the sun is in the sky. And if it's, say, 70 degrees out and it's cloudy or overcast, we're less likely for that snow to melt as well. So I'm going to probably have snow on the ground for the next several days, even though it's supposed to get back up to more temperate weather. All right, I think that before I spread these, I'm going to go ahead and fill my other little tray. This one will be for the Black Dragon Coleus. And I just don't have as many seeds of those. And even if I do, They can grow on in this tray for a really long time before I actually have to worry about potting them up. And with it getting as far in the season as it's beginning to be, there's a chance that these will be ready to go outside before I even have to worry about potting them up or separating them. Okay, let's just move that out of the way. We're going to do the rainbow mix first. Okay, and I've got 2 of these seed packages. I'm just going to move that out of my way and grab it after I'm done. Well, yeah, that's fine. I don't know if you can see that, but there are a lot of seeds in each of these packages. This one says it's from 2023, and this one also says it's from 2023. I'm just going to plant them all. Let's put that package there. Oh, no. I dropped some of these seeds in my sifted soil. I'm going to have to pick them out because I don't want them to germinate when I'm planting other plants. Luckily, there's only a few, and they're easy to spot because they're purple. Usually seeds are coated like this whenever the seed without the coating is so tiny that it makes them hard to handle or plant. Let me move my bucket back here so that way I'm less likely to accidentally sprinkle them or drop them into the sifted soil bucket again. The reason I rub my hands over the top of it is to just like separate some of them that fell a little close together. I want to give them a little bit of separation. I mean, it's going to be impossible to get them completely separated, but that does separate them slightly more. Sometimes they fall in like little clusters. All right, and I'm going to put this in there sideways, and my soil is already moist, so I don't have to worry about wetting it. But because these are pelleted seeds, I probably will spray it with my sprayer because you want to dissolve the coating. It's a clay coating. You want to dissolve that so the little seedlings can germinate. They're not going to germinate until that coating gets dissolved some. Gives them a way to push out. Sorry, I just saw a few that were clustered. Once again, we're going to top this with some vermiculite. And then I'm going to set this seed tray right over here. Oh, let me clear space for it. Set that there out of the way. And then we're going to do the black dragon Coleus. And these are non-pelleted seeds. Put the tag in there. This may have some chaff in it. And chaff is just little pieces of plant material that's kind of hard to separate from the seed itself. It might be part of the stem. It might be part of the calyx. It might be part of the petal. There's just sometimes there's just little certain pieces of chaff that you can't really, or there's certain parts of the plant that it's hard to separate from the actual seed itself, especially on these teeny tiny seeds. And that's called chaff. And if I'm confusing about explaining it, you can always Google it and maybe find a better explanation than what I'm giving. Okay. That seems to be everything in that bag. And those seeds were tiny. I'm just trying to peer down in here to see if there's any more seeds. Possibly. I think that's all of it. Hopefully some of those hopefully some of those germinate. Okay, that one is now covered. Let me set it aside. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on day 19 of this Seed a Day marathon. And today's seed was Coleus. I'm really excited to get this planted. I will see you on the next one. Bye.